And welcome to Vaccine Huddle, Dan Jacob. I'm Dan.
And I'm Jacob.
And this week in college football, fucking Saturday, man.
Fucking Saturday.
Fucking Saturday. Oh, God, we can't say that in the first 30 seconds, right?
Well, we're not monetized yet.
Okay, that's fair.
Fuck.
Whoa. That was a lot. That was like a lot.
Fuck?
Like, a lot.
Hawk Tua.
A little Hawk 2 on there. All right, so let's start with...
She kept the baby.
Whoa. I don't think you're allowed to say that on YouTube. Hey, pull up your stats.
It says I'm not real.
Whoa, okay. I'm real. So we had some Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday games
It's Friday.
last week. Most notable on Tuesday was Western Kentucky headed down to Louisiana Tech, and Western Kentucky 28, Louisiana Tech 27.
My phone's being stupid.
Well, it's an Android, so.
It's the app.
Can
Slut.
we talk about Delaware for a second? And how they absolutely
Underwhelmed, but won.
underwhelmed, but overwhelmed by beating Middle Tennessee.
Honestly, I think Delaware might be one of the best. Well, actually, if you look at the record,
I know they're
Missouri State and Delaware both 4-3.
I know they're 4-3, but are they really 4-3? Like, look at their schedule, man.
To beat Delaware State, ooh, they lost to Colorado.
I could beat the school for the blind too.
They beat UConn and FIU.
Okay, I'll give them UConn.
I'll give them FIU. FIU looks pretty dangerous this year.
Like what, against handicaps?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like Michigan.
They do a good handicap.
They lost to Western Kentucky and Jacksonville State, and they beat Middle Tennessee. But all of their games except for Colorado have been close.
Okay.
They lost to Colorado 31-7, but we see they're Shadurless.
Sunshine shines on a dog's ass every once in a while.
Shadurless.
Yeah.
What if that was his real name and it's just shortened? Instead of Shadur, it's Shadurless.
Shadurless?
Laverne Sanders.
I was going to say that Deion Sanders is talentless, so...
I was once in my prime time.
He's not so primetime Sanders
Not
today.
so prime time Sanders.
All right, so Missouri State final in overtime. First year in the FBS, coming up from the FCS.
Both schools 4-3.
Yep, both.
Let's see who they've lost to. They lost to USC by 60. They beat Marshall. Yeah. They lost to SMU. They beat UT Martin. Ooh. They lost to Western Kentucky. Also beat Middle Tennessee and also New Mexico State.
Everybody has beaten Middle Tennessee State. They are 1-6.
Well, that is not true because they beat Nevada. Who you were like. When I was like, I picked Boise State to beat Nevada, and you're just like, no.
All right, going to the Thursday game. South Alabama goes down to Georgia State, 38-31.
A battle of the who the fuck cares.
Battle for, I don't know, that Alabama-Georgia line.
A battle for the dirty bong water.
Only if it was next to your sister.
Yeah, that's what their title is. It's just really long.
North Texas at Charlotte, taking care of business, 7-1, 3-1 the American. I got them.
Care of business.
I'll tell you what.
Most of the time,
probably the best Group of 5 team right now, other than USF. USF actually handled them a couple weeks ago. I think North Texas has a chance to make the playoff if they win out.
If they went out, and if you look at their schedule, I mean, the remaining games are Navy this weekend. That might be kind of hard, just because Navy, they have Horvitz as their quarterback.
Yep.
And he can't throw the ball, but he runs a lot.
Yep.
They have UAB, Rice, and Temple. I don't
see a loss.
I don't see a loss, if anything, the Navy game, because they're going to, or they're
going
playing
to Annapolis?
No, they're playing in wherever North Texas is. Because I don't actually know where they're
Isn't
at.
that in Tyler?
Let's see. They are in Denton. Denton, Texas.
I was way off.
You put a gun to my head, and I would not be able to tell you that.
Cal suffers another loss, and Virginia Tech gets their 3rd win of the season.
Woo! After firing their head coach, they have went
1 and
2.
1 and 2.
Their wins on the season are against Wofford.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I also play the School for the Blind when I'm playing NCAA 26.
They beat NC State. That
Okay.
was a quality win, and they beat Cal in double overtime.
Alcorn County could beat Middle Tennessee State. You're absolutely right, Bronco.
I understand.
Boise State at Nevada. Boise State hands Nevada their 7th loss of the season.
If I actually had to pick a team that I think could be a dark horse for the group of 5 to make it to the college football playoff, I would have to probably pick Boise State just because their pedigree.
Mine is North Texas.
Well, again,
Their only loss is to a USF team that beat. Oh God, who did they beat?
they lost to South Florida.
Who did South Florida lose or win against? Because I think they beat Florida State.
I hit the wrong one. I don't want community fudge. They lost to Miami. They beat Boise State. They beat Florida. They beat South Carolina State. Charlotte. They beat North Texas 63-36. FAU, and they just lost this last weekend to Memphis. So South Florida is currently not ranked.
We'll get into
I
to
think.
rankings
I think.
here soon.
If I had to guess.
All right, and then starting the Saturday games, UCLA at Indiana. Indiana rolls 56-6.
They put belt to ass.
Belt to ass, welts all over. And then let's talk about the game that got Brian Kelly fired.
Is it actually confirmed?
It is actually confirmed.
Because when I told you yesterday, you're like, it's not confirmed yet. I'm like, I don't know. I got this.
Yep, it was confirmed. I looked it up. As per ESPN, Brian Kelly will be exiting Louisiana State University.
Which, if you go back to last week when we were talking about who do we think the next head coach to be fired was,
He was up there.
I think I had Brian Kelly as my second. And I think if we're going to get into this one later,
Yep.
I think if Texas didn't come back against Mississippi State, I think Steve Sarkisian might have been on the
Can
hot
we
seat.
talk about how Texas doesn't have an identity right now?
They don't, and I don't know how they're 6-2.
I don't either.
I mean, Arch Manning had a good game.
But Texas A&M rolls over top of LSU. The game wasn't even close. Going into halftime, LSU was winning, but after then, Texas A&M blew off the doors. 21 points in the third quarter, and then 14 points in the second quarter, and then LSU got the garbage time touchdown with like 4 minutes left. So yeah, it was 49-25. It was ugly. We saw Brian Kelly at the end of the game.
Well, did you see the thing where the fans were? I think you sent it to me.
Yeah.
You showed me.
Yep. Fire Kelly. It was.
So since we're on topic, where do you think a good head coaching fit would be for Brian Kelly? Or do you think
Kelly
he's going to go be an offensive coordinator in the NFL? Or?
No, I don't. I think he's going to take a year off like Chip Kelly did.
I would not want to be a head coach or a coach in general whose last name is Kelly.
Yeah. Well, Chip
Or
Kelly.
Ogeron.
Well, Chip Kelly won a national title with Ohio State last year.
As an offensive coordinator.
Right. So I think Brian Kelly takes a year off of head coaching, goes to an offensive coordinator spot, does what he does best, coach the offense. Like there's a lot of coaches out there, Dabo Sweeney, Ryan Day, Kirby Smart. You have to put a lot of people around you so that you can play CEO, because at this point with name, image, and likeness and all of that stuff, the head coach has way more of a responsibility now that boosters are involved with NIL and stuff like that the offensive coordinator takes a lot off their plate.
And Clemson didn't lose this week because they didn't play.
The bye week didn't win?
No.
Dang.
We can always hope.
And let's put an end to the Lane Kiffin to this or that school narrative. He's not going anywhere. Don't bet your ass.
I don't know. Lane Kiffin has
money talks and bullshit takes the train.
Don't be shocked if Lane Kiffin jumps ship to go be head coach at LSU, or if the season continues the way it's been trajectorying. Although I've heard
so there's 3 premier programs right now. Premier programs.
Cade Klubnik came out though and said, because I know we've been talking about Dabo Swinney, he came out and said that they have faith in him, and I'm like, I just don't see it.
That's fair. But back to the Lane Kiffin thing. There are 3 prestige coaching positions open right now.
Penn
State, Florida, and now LSU. 3.
I'd argue that two of those are definitely like S to A plus tier, and one of those is probably like a B tier.
I think Florida's the B tier.
Florida's the B tier. If you have an S program, I'm going to say Penn State just because tradition, and they're always a contender. And then LSU as of late, since like 2019.
I saw the interview with Pat McAfee, Bronco. I really did, and you can say all you want during during the season, but that doesn't say that he doesn't leave at the end of it. They're gonna put an interim head coach at all these positions as they have already done, and Lane Kiffin at the end of the year, just like Chip Kelly did last year. Chip Kelly was still in contract, and he didn't want to be a head coach anymore. So he went with Ryan Day to Ohio State, won a national championship, and then went to the NFL. He was a head coach at a really, really good school. Like, no, UCLA.
Well,
UCLA
before he left, yeah.
Yeah, UCLA used to be a good football program back in the day. It was always USC and UCLA. Sometimes you get an Oregon, or sometimes you get a Washington. But like I said, when you get $100 million contract for 10 years, that right there, that changes lives. And I don't care how much you love a school. Being able to provide for your family after you're retired, that says a lot. So
sometimes I think that people put too much stock. I was trying to find the word into some of these decisions. It's like we use Ryan Day as an example. Ryan Day, I don't know what his contract is, but I'm assuming it's not small.
I think he's the 3rd highest paid coach in college football.
Does he have kids, do you know?
Mm-hmm. He's got 4 kids. So
he probably won't leave Ohio State until either A, he gets fired or retires.
Well, I'm telling you this right now. If he doesn't win this year, the last game of the season, it doesn't matter how many national championships you have. The team up north needs to be beaten.
They got to do it this year.
Yep.
But
let's just put it this way. Hold on. Put it this way. Oklahoma. How many losses to Oklahoma State would it take for that head coach to be fired in a row? Right?
Let's look at KU.
What was it, 17 in a row Saturday?
17 in a row, and it wasn't even close. And KU got beat by K-State. I'm going to eat some crow here because I picked KU. I think you did as well.
Yep.
I did not see that happening. I don't know what their offense is so bipolar.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one week they look like world beaters.
Like with the week they played UCF, they looked really good. 400 yards passing, another 125 yards rushing by Jalen Daniels. Like, really good offense.
Jalen Daniels is not the problem this year.
No.
It's the defense.
They
can't stop it to runny nose.
That, especially in the fourth quarter.
I don't want to talk about that, but it's... They got to get right game this weekend.
They got to come to Jesus meeting.
They're playing Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
If they don't beat Oklahoma State, who is, 1-7?
Yeah.
We got some problems.
You got a lot of problems.
And I think Lance Leipold might be on the hot seat if they don't. Yes, he has brought the program back to a pseudo-winning.
Subpar level.
It's better than
they
a
were-
dumpster fire.
Yeah, they were subpar
Did I
last
show you
year.
what I did in my ankle yesterday?
No.
In my foot?
Oh shit!
Door hit me.
Damn.
I had to take my shoes off. I was like, it was rubbing and it hurt.
Uh,
I
but
hurt myself yesterday at work. Work good.
but moving on down the line, we got Alabama at South Carolina. They took care of business by 7.
That game was
South Carolina.
weird.
South Carolina was winning that game for a minute. It was 15-14. Then Wisconsin goes to Oregon. They lose 21-7.
Yeah, but Dante Moore got banged up.
Wisconsin's 7 points was the first points they scored in 11 quarters.
Let's be real here. Fire Luke Fickle.
Luke Fickle, yeah.
Fire him.
He is a good defensive coach. He will land a good job as a DC somewhere. He did really good at Cincinnati. He made the playoff. Then got smashed by Alabama. But, no. Luke Fickle will land a job.
Who was the guy you used to really like? He used to be Washington's head coach.
Oh, Peterson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's he at now?
He coached at Washington and then retired.
Huh.
He left Boise State, went to Washington, and then Chris Peterson.
Chris Peterson.
Then Syracuse goes down to Georgia Tech and actually they get mollywopped, 41-16.
That game was close for the first half.
Yeah, no, not really. It was 20-3 at halftime,
Okay, maybe I was
then-
thinking of a different game.
and then Georgia Tech comes out and scores 14 in the third quarter to Syracuse's 7. So, and then they scored 7 in the fourth quarter,
The
and then
seventh quarter.
and then 6th for Syracuse in the fourth.
Possible hot take. I think that Georgia Tech has a pretty solid, legitimate chance of winning the ACC. If they can hold up. I know they have a tough game at the end of the season because they always play Georgia.
But that game doesn't count for the SEC or the ACC.
Yes, but they might get banged up because their offense is very much option.
Well, you know who they're going to face.
Is that a neutral site game normally, or?
No, I think it goes to whoever has the higher rank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see.
You know what I always said? I always said that they should build 110 or 120,000 seat stadium.
No, it is. It's in Atlanta. It's in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about the Miami game.
No, the Georgia Tech.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Georgia Tech game. Yeah, it's always played.
They
in
don't.
Mercedes.
I don't see them losing a game the rest of the season until maybe Georgia.
Georgia Tech gave Georgia a run for their money last year.
Yeah, and they have NC State. They go to NC State. They go to Boston College, and then their last game that matters is against Pitt at home.
That could be a good, enjoyable game to watch.
And then they're technically a Friday night game. I didn't realize that. A Friday afternoon game against Georgia.
Day after Thanksgiving?
Yep.
Nice. But let's get moving. So we got Ole Miss going to Oklahoma. They handle business 34-26.
I thought that game was going to be a little bit closer than it was.
It was really close until
It wasn't?
Ole Miss scored 9 points in the fourth quarter. So you take that 9 points away, it's 26-25. So
We got Memphis upsetting USF, which 7-1 Memphis versus 6. They're both 6-1 going into the game. I don't know if that was really an upset. Memphis has always been.
Memphis is really good. Stanford at Miami. Miami put belt to ass, 42-7.
Stanford, they suck.
Well, they're 3-5, 2-3 in the ACC.
They suck.
They're almost 500. Missouri at Vanderbilt. How happy did that game make you?
Very happy. Because fuck Mizzou. Not a what's the word, shootout game, but
No, it was a really low scoring game, 17-10. BYU Iowa State on the other hand, that was a ooh.
did not see that one coming.
Iowa State came out and scored 17 points. BYU scored 7, and it was all BYU after that.
It was close up. It was close until halftime,
Yeah, it was close to halftime.
and then
24-17 at halftime.
do we want to talk about Illinois, Washington?
Yeah.
The hell.
Illinois, Washington. Illinois goes out to Washington, and Washington puts a belt to ass.
Put the smack down.
42-25.
That game was close at half. It was 21-17 going into halftime. Luke Altmaier is just the most inconsistent quarterback.
Yeah.
199, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions versus Damon Williams Jr., the quarterback for
Washington.
Washington, which I'm pretty sure he's a sophomore, my bad. 284 touchdowns, and their backup threw a touchdown, or maybe it's a wide receiver. It was a wide receiver threw a touchdown.
Yeah, Boston threw a touchdown pass to Coleman, the running back. That play was insane. And then you got Boston College at Louisville. Louisville took care of business 38-24. Baylor at Cincinnati. Cincinnati put belt to ass 41-20. Texas, the team that doesn't have an identity, goes into Mississippi State, almost loses, pulls it out in the final 3 minutes, 45-38.
Game should not have been that close.
Should not have been that close at all.
Let's talk about a game that was really close. Texas Tech, Oklahoma State.
Oh my God.
42-0.
Jesus.
Oklahoma State fired their head coach at the beginning of the season. Their only win was their first game. And they have been basically blown out in every single game they've played, except for with their loss against Tulsa. They've given up over 40 points in all but 3 games. They lost 69-3 to Oregon. They lost 19-12 to Tulsa. 45-27 to Baylor, 41-13 to Arizona, 39-17 to Houston, 49-17 to Cincinnati, and 42-0 to Texas Tech. And then they go on the road this week to Lawrence, and they're going to be pissed. Because I know KU is going to be mad. So if you have any KU players on your college football fantasy league,
Don't start him.
don't start them. They will let you down every single time.
Jalen Daniels, I had to drop him this week.
He had a good game.
He has not gotten me over 24 points, except for in the UCF game.
I guess he didn't really have that great of a game. He went 129 yards and an interception. But he had a rushing touchdown.
And then that team up north goes to the other team up north. Michigan wins 31-20. And they move down in the polls.
So they're not ranked now?
They're number 25.
Oh, they were 25 last week.
I thought there was 23 last week.
25.
Okay. Northwestern at Nebraska. That game was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
I don't see that one.
Nebraska 28, Northwestern 21.
Yeah, that game should not have been that close.
Rutgers Purdue. Rutgers goes 4-4, 1-4 in the season. Purdue drops to 2-6, 0-5 in Big Ten play.
Tracks. You got Tennessee taking care of business against Kentucky.
Yep.
56-34. And you got an upset. Houston upsetting Arizona State at home. Houston somehow not ranked. I think they will be now. 24-16 over number 24 Arizona. And then the last game I got is Utah absolutely embarrasses Colorado. 53-7. Fire Shador's dad.
I got SMU at Wake Forest. Wake Forest wins by 1.
Not on my bingo card.
13-12.
Do you want to talk about Iowa just absolutely routing Minnesota?
Can we talk about how Iowa for two games this season has scored over 60 points?
They only scored 41.
Was it 41?
41-3. Iowa beat Albany 34-7. They lost to Iowa State 16-13. They beat UMass 47-7. Rutgers 38-28. Lost to Indiana 20-15. That's a good game. Iowa has a good defense. Beat Wisconsin 37-0. Beat Penn State 25-24. My bad, and beat Minnesota 41-3. Their game. They have a bye week this week, but then they play number 6 Oregon in Kinnick.
Good luck, Oregon.
We'll talk about that one next week.
Yeah,
That's one of my potential upsets.
Yep.
You don't just go into Kinnick. It's like going into Mordor.
Yeah. But that's the slate of games.
You need another beer.
Yeah. For this week, I will go ahead and pull up the rankings. And starting off with number 25, we have Memphis, who was not ranked last week. Utah at 24, who also was not ranked last week. USC, who is now 23rd, who was not ranked last week. Houston, who is 22nd, not ranked last week. And then up 4 spots to 21, that team up north.
So they went up in rank.
They went up in rank to 21.
Who do they play this week?
Who does Michigan play this week? Michigan plays
I guess we'll get into that.
at Northwestern.
Yeah, they're...
No, I'm sorry. At Purdue on the 1st. Is that a Friday game?
First is Saturday.
Okay.
Because Halloween's on a Friday.
Okay. So yeah, they their next game is versus Purdue at home. This upcoming week. And then that rounds out the from 25 to 20. On you.
I wasn't ready. At number 20, we got Texas down 2 spots.
Up 2 spots.
Oh, up 2 spots. I looked at that backwards. At number 20 is Texas. Number 19, we got Mizzou down 4 spots from 15. Number 18, we got Oklahoma down 5 spots from 13. We got number 17, Cincinnati, up 4 spots from 21. And Louisville, however you want to say it, at number 16, up 3 spots from 19.
Number 15, we got Virginia up 1 spot to 15. Tennessee up 3 spots to number 14. Texas Tech up a spot to 13. Notre Dame stays neutral at 12. Miami down 1 spot at... Oh, yeah, that's you.
No, that was... Wait, there's 2 10s.
There are 2 10s. Oh, yeah. Miami tied with BYU at 10. Down a spot. Good.
The other 10 is BYU at 10. Number 9, Vanderbilt up a spot. Georgia Tech down a spot to number 8. I don't understand how that works. Ole Miss up a spot to number 7. Oregon stays stagnant at 6. And Georgia stays stagnant at 5. I think I did too many. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1.
That's fine. At number 4, we got Alabama, who stayed neutral at 4. Texas A&M at 3, who stayed neutral. Number 2 is Indiana, neutral at number 2, and Ohio State, who had a bye week this week, at number 1.
They won the bye week.
They won the bye week.
Let's get into some of these games on Tuesday. I really don't care about either of these teams, but we're going to talk about it. We got James Madison going to Texas State. Who you got?
You know what? Give me James Madison.
Okay. And then we got UTEP at Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State is favored by 10. I'm going to take the Owls.
I will take the Owls as well.
Wednesday.
Wait, you mean the Miners?
Nope, they were the Owls. Kennesaw State.
No. Oh, UTEP, the Miners. Then on Thursday, Marshall.
We just skipped over Wednesday.
Oh, shit. Wednesday, you got Jacksonville State at Middle Tennessee.
Give me Jacksonville State. Middle Tennessee's dumpster fire.
Same. Florida International, FIU, at Missouri State, who's, I think, won 2 of the last 3.
Give me Missouri State.
I was going to say the same thing. Give me Missouri State for the upset. 7 o'clock on CBS.
They're actually favored.
Yeah. Marshall at Coastal Carolina on Thursday, the 30th.
Give me the Thundering Herd.
Give me the Herd. And then Tulane at UTSA. I'm taking Tulane.
Yeah, give me Tulane. Friday games. We got our first ranked game of the week. Number 25, Memphis going to Rice. Give me Memphis.
Give me Memphis.
We got Bill Belichick and his girlfriend going to Syracuse.
You know what? Call me crazy. Give me Syracuse.
I was going to say Syracuse, so I'm not calling you crazy. And then we got Sam Houston going to Louisiana Tech.
La Tech.
La Tech. Give me La Tech.
You know what? Give me Sam Houston for the upset.
La Tech is favored by almost 17 points.
Give me Sam Houston.
Okay.
Then, starting Saturday at 11 a.m. on Fox, Penn State at Ohio State.
Give me Penn State. Wait. I said that backwards. Give me Ohio State. I was looking at Penn State.
Give me the Buckeyes by 30.
I'm going to shut up because I was looking at the thing and I was looking at PSU and I was like, Penn State. My brain just didn't work for 5 seconds.
Now, probably my game of the week, Vanderbilt at Texas.
Give me Vandy. I don't know. Arch Manning hasn't shown me against a team that's any kind of competent this season. Just Texas in general. Give me Vanderbilt by like 3 scores.
Oh, wow.
Like at least 17 points.
Wow. Okay.
Diego Pavia has got that dog in him.
Number 10, Miami at SMU. You know what?
Give me SMU for the upset.
Yeah, give me SMU at SMU. I'm gonna say yeah. West Virginia at Houston.
Give me Houston. West Virginia is kind of a dumpster fire this year.
They haven't done anything good in a while.
No.
Rutgers at Illinois. Now, hear me out.
Wouldn't this be the funniest thing?
It would be the funniest thing. I'm picking Rutgers.
I'm going to pick Illinois, but I don't think it's going to be pretty.
I think it's going to be Rutgers by 5.
By 5?
By 5.
Okay.
Field goal safety. Duke at Clemson.
Give me Duke.
Give me Duke.
I just don't. Clemson's favored by 3.5.
What's going on, buddy?
Have they? So Duke's 4-3 on the season. They beat NC State, Syracuse, and Cal, and then at Elon. Ooh. No, I'm not a Clemson fan. Clemson is 3-4. They beat Troy, North Carolina, and Boston College. They lost to Syracuse and SMU. Duke beat Syracuse. Do you think this is going to be the final nail in the coffin for Dabo
If
Sweeney?
Dabo Sweeney loses this game, probably. USF or UCF Knights at Baylor. Give me Baylor.
Give me UCF. Why do so many schools like UCF, USF, USL,
FIU.
FIU, UCLA, just USC? There's too many.
UAB at UConn. Call me crazy.
Give me UConn.
Give me UConn. Army at Air Force. Give me the Black Knights.
Give me the what are the Eagles?
The Air Force? Aren't they the Falcons? Air Force Falcons.
Give me the Falcons, but I don't. The service schools when they play each other, you just kind of have to like it doesn't matter,
Yeah.
because they just play each other harder. It's like the last game of the season's always Army versus Navy,
Yeah.
but it's not like Air Force.
Well,
It's-
speaking of Navy at North Texas.
Give me North Texas on the caveat that they don't let Horvat run for 200 yards.
Fair. Buffalo at Bowling Green.
Bowling Green.
Bowling Green. Arizona State at Iowa State. I think this is going to be a bloodbath.
I think this game's going to be an absolute shootout, but it's in the
I
rain.
don't think it's going to be a shootout. I think Arizona State comes in after losing last week, and they're like, we're better than that. They score 50 points. I think this is a blowout game.
I don't know. I'm thinking Iowa State's going to pull it out because it's in Ames, and they traditionally play really well in Ames.
Okay.
And it's in the rain. Iowa State has a better running offense. Arizona State's more of like throw the ball 45 yards down the field.
Yeah.
If it's heavy rain, give me Iowa State. If it's light rain, give me Arizona. But I just feel Iowa State.
Okay. East Carolina at Temple.
Give me Temple.
Give me Temple.
We got number 16, Louisville at Virginia Tech.
You know what? Give me Louisville.
Yeah, give me Louisville.
New Mexico at UNLV.
Give me New Mexico.
Give me UNLV.
It's fair.
Number 2, Indiana at Maryland.
Give me Indiana by 50.
Indiana by 50?
Yeah.
That's crazy talk.
Is it?
A little bit. How about number 5, Georgia at Florida? The largest or the biggest cocktail party. What's it called?
In the world?
Something like that.
World's largest cocktail party,
Sure.
I think.
You know what? I'm feeling a little weird
You
tonight.
feeling frisky?
I really am. Give me Florida.
You know, I was going to say Florida, too. Just rivalry games, you kind of just throw everything out the window. You can have a 11-0 team versus an 0-11 team. It's just one of those. It's like you flip a coin, and it's in the swamp. Hard place to play. Those Florida fans are going to be hammered. Loud,
As is tradition.
as is tradition.
Rivalry game, Notre Dame at Boston College.
Give me Notre Dame. Boston College hasn't shown me anything this season that stands out to me as an offense. They've won, one game. They beat Fordham, and then they've lost to everybody else they played. I don't think this game's going to be close at all.
Okay. Notre Dame as well. Texas Tech at K-State.
You know what? I think the Dublin curse is over for K-State. I think they're a tougher team to play, and it's in Manhattan. I think they got right after that KU game where they just embarrassed them. Got a little confidence going. Give me K-State, but it's going to be close.
I'm taking Texas Tech.
That's fair.
Michigan State at Minnesota.
I'm rowing the boat this week again.
I think I am going to row the boat as well.
They got embarrassed last week. Let's not sugarcoat it.
It was bad.
I think they're going to come in angry.
Yeah. Pitt at Stanford.
Give me Pitt.
Pitt. Delaware at Liberty. Give me Liberty.
Give me Delaware.
Okay. New Mexico State at Western Kentucky. I got Western Kentucky.
Give me the Hilltoppers.
Yeah. Skip down a little bit. Virginia at Cal.
Give me Virginia, but Virginia also hasn't really shown me anything this year, even though they're ranked.
Yeah.
They just seem kind of like one of those teams. It's like, where the hell did they come from? You know? So give me the Cavaliers.
Okay. You know what? Give me the Cavaliers as well. South Carolina at number 7, Ole Miss. Coming off a loss to Alabama.
Give me Ole Miss, but I think this game's going to be way closer than it should be.
Fair. Purdue at Michigan.
Give me Michigan, even though I don't like saying it. I just Purdue hasn't done shit for like the last 10 years. Although they're one of those teams that randomly will just upset somebody out of nowhere. That's normally in West Lafayette, Indiana.
Yeah. And I believe, if I'm looking at this correctly, this is only the second matchup this week that has 2 ranked teams against each other. Number 18 Oklahoma goes to number 14 Tennessee. That's like a damn if you do, damn if you don't. Might as well put 50 on both.
Give me Tennessee. It's day after Halloween. I'm kind of hoping they wear their all-black uniforms.
Yeah.
It's because they're the best uniforms in college football.
They really are. Nope, here's another matchup. Number 17 Cincinnati at number 24 Utah. Give me Utah. Utah by 3.
Give me the Bearcats. I don't know why, but just give me the Bearcats.
Okay.
I can't quantify it. I just...
All right, so let's get into a little bit about this notion that should you fire your head coach midseason?
Yes and no.
Okay.
It just depends on, in my opinion, of how good is your program now versus how good has your program been in the past, let's say, 4 years. Let's say...
So you think Penn State
Let's say Penn State. We'll use Penn State as an example. Okay. James Franklin, didn't really like the guy. Thought he kind of just was... He just looked like an asshole. But as soon as they fired him, they lost so many commitments.
Mm-hmm.
Because now they're not going to the school of where they were like recruited for. So you lose a lot of those like 5-star, 4-star. What the hell? I just saw my. You lose a lot of those 5-star, 4-star prospects because now your head coach is gone and they're just like, well, we don't know who's going to be here in the future. Probably not a good idea. Probably should have let him go through the end of the season and then fired him and then let those commits that are already committed. Now they've heard all these good things. You know, you may have watched your team turn into a dumpster fire through the season. but don't fire him. But let's say
Does-
you have like a school like Sam Houston State. Is it State or is it Sam
I
Houston?
think it's just Sam Houston.
You have Sam Houston, notoriously a dumpster fire. You're probably not going to lose a lot of those recruits because they're just like, hey, I just want to play for a D1 school. And they're probably like 2 stars, maybe 3 stars max.
So let me ask you this. Is it worth it poaching coaches from other schools? Because they technically poached Jim Knowles from Ohio State in their defense. And then look what they've done over the last 5 weeks.
Nothing.
Absolute fucking dog shit. So is it worth it to poach a coach from another school who just won a national title and hope that his defense works in your scheme with the players that you have? You can't sit there and tell me that his defense can run the same as it did with Ohio State last year with the talent that he has on Penn State. It's not possible. You can't replicate, Steel Chambers. You can't replicate,
Caleb Downs.
Sonny Styles.
JT Tuimoloau.
Yeah, Tuimoloau. You cannot replicate these players. These are, like generational players. Like, you look at it, you go from a national championship team to a team who had the aspirations at the beginning of the season to win a national title and then blew it in week 4. It wouldn't have been bad that you lost to Oregon. It was the next week that fucking killed you.
When you lost to UCLA. And then you lost to Northwestern. And then Iowa.
The snowball was real, folks. The snowball was real. Is it worth it to poach a coach?
Anymore, no.
Yeah.
10 years ago, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Before the transfer portal was a thing, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now you have it to where, let's say you have the number 1 class in the nation 3 years in a row. So you have all those, you probably redshirt those freshmen year 1. Or most of them. Some of them are going to play. You're going to
I let them play their 4 games and then redshirt.
But you're going to redshirt
Yeah.
those players as they come in. So you're basically looking at now you have sophomores, freshmen, and redshirt freshmen. Worst case scenario, freshmen, juniors, like freshmen, sophomore, juniors. If those juniors are really good, they're probably going to declare for the draft. But what ends up happening is when you redshirt those people, you're going to have, sophomore, freshman.
Yeah. Yeah. Or redshirt freshman.
Let's say you fire your head coach at a super big school like Penn State. We're going to just use Penn State because this fits perfectly. What's stopping those players that you have now, they're not playing? You fired your head coach. You don't know who's going to be the head coach. They might not like the new head coach.
And then
Let's
wherever that head coach goes.
Let's say Lane Kiffin goes. He decides he's like, I'm done with Ole Miss. I'm gonna go coach at Penn State.
I don't think that's
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I
But
think he should stay in his own conference.
but hypothetically speaking,
Yeah.
you might have those sophomores that are like really good, that have been playing. They're redshirt sophomores. They're like, well, I don't want to play for that. All it takes is Ryan Day just being like, you want some playing time? Do you want to be in a contender every year? Why don't you come over here? We use another school as an example. I mean, it's like you coach your players, you recruit your players because they fit your scheme. When your head coach leaves, your scheme is gone.
Oh, yeah. Because that the next person fired on Penn State's fucking coaching staff right now is Jim Knowles.
More than likely. Or their offensive coordinator.
The defense has given up way too many points in the last 4 weeks for him to be a viable option to stay at Penn State.
Do you think Penn State just burns the whole program down next year?
I think Penn State this year showed that you can have an ironclad 10-year contract that James Franklin had and still be vulnerable to being fired. Now, what's killing him is I believe there's still, $70 million left on his contract? That's what's going to kill him. There's going to have to be a millionaire or a billionaire in Happy Valley that pays the remainder of his contract to get them out from underneath of it.
It turns into, and I think we mentioned this in a podcast a few weeks ago. It turns into you got Bobby Bonilla.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where they gave him this super, like, it wasn't even a crazy contract back in the day,
But it was ironclad.
but it was ironclad, and then they cut him, and now the Mets were paying him. I still think they're still paying him.
Yeah.
And it's like a few $1 million a year, but it was like, it ended up being, if he would have won his whole contract, was like 7 years, it would have
Was it
paid
like 120 million or something like that
Something
over
like
7
that.
years? It was stupid.
Back then, it was stupid. And then, because that was the 80s.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, they cut him, and then his contract said that money was guaranteed.
Yeah.
So they cut him after like 2 years.
Notice, you need to get guaranteed money. Do not take anything else. You want everything guaranteed in a contract. Who's the next coach on the chopping block?
Still going to say Dabo Sweeney.
We've said Dabo Sweeney for the last 4 weeks, and it's not been him any of these weeks.
It depends on how they play this week.
I
I think just because of how Dabo Sweeney is, they probably will keep him through the remainder of this season. If you think a head coach is getting fired next, I would probably have to say Lou Fickell. But who's on the hot seat? Who do I think deserves to be fired, needs to be fired? Dabo Sweeney.
No, I think it's Luke Fickell.
Yeah.
He got shut out 3 weeks in a row. Scored 7 points against Oregon.
Iowa.
No,
Was it Oregon? Yeah, it was Oregon.
21-7 against Oregon. They got shut out by. Let me go pull this back up.
Give me another one.
We were talking about
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Built you a mansion in Wisconsin.
All right, so the last 3 games, 21-7, Oregon. They lost to Ohio State 34-0. They lost to Iowa 37-0. And they lost to Michigan 24-10. So in the last 3 weeks, they've accumulated.
4 weeks, 17 points.
Yeah, but that's not the horrible stat. So let me do a little bit of a mathematication here.
Mathematication time, people.
They have allowed 116 points against them to their 17 in the last 4 weeks.
You have a quick live look in on the Chiefs-Commanders game. 0-0 going in the second quarter. Mahomes throwing a pick. And Marcus Mariota's throwing a pick.
Nice.
If we're going to do a quick talk about the NFL real quick, I just want to do a quick segue here.
Okay.
How about them Colts?
How about them Colts? Don't they have the winningest record in the NFL right now?
7-1.
7-1.
Most points, third most points by a starting quarterback scored in the first 8 games of a season ever.
Was Ben Roethlisberger that?
No, he played for the Steelers.
Right, but overall for the NFL.
This is talking about Colts.
Oh, just the Colts? Okay.
Can you guess who 1 and 2 is? Because it's the same person. And I'll give you a hint. It's not Peyton Manning.
Tony Brissett.
No. Old. Think old.
Warren Moon.
He played for the Oilers.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Think older than that.
Oh, you got me. I don't know.
The godfather of the modern quarterback. Arguably, and people can fight me on this one, but I'm going to say the greatest quarterback of all time is Johnny Unitas. Johnny Unitas. Colts quarterback. They called him the man with a golden arm. He is why the modern quarterback is the way that it is now. And you can even take that down to college football, high school football, professional level. It's why Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, that's the why they are the way they are. He revolutionized the game, and that's why you see these people in like college football putting up these prolific numbers like Joe Burrow when he played for LSU and they won the national championship. You have, CJ Stroud. You got Julian Sayin this year for Ohio State. I'm trying to bring this back into college football, but
Arch Manning. And just 2 games last year.
it was 3, but
Okay.
but the top 5 through 8 games total points scored
Ooh.
is Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, and this is in order. Daniel Jones,
That's crazy.
Johnny Unitas, and then Johnny Unitas.
Wow.
And those are that was in the early 60s and late 50s that he did that. And so the Colts have scored 270 points this season so far when Daniel Jones is out there.
New face of the franchise?
I think so.
Yeah.
If you would have told me at the beginning of this year, do you know what I honestly thought we were going to win this year? The whole season?
4 games?
Like 5.
5?
And I was like optimistic. I was just like, I'm like, as a Colts fan, I'm like, dude, we're going to suck. Like, we don't have an offense. Arguably, the MVP race right now, Jonathan Taylor should be in that. He's had 4 games this season with 3 touchdowns.
Okay.
He's got 14 total in 8 games. He's on LaDainian Tomlinson numbers right now.
Edgerrin James numbers?
No, LaDainian Tomlinson.
Okay. All right.
Which, that was when he had that 36 touchdown season or whatever it was. It was the most touchdowns ever scored by a non-quarterback. I think he even threw one. And then the Chargers chargered it up in the playoffs and never have done anything.
The Chargers really haven't done anything.
They've been to 1 Super Bowl and they got absolutely routed.
Right.
But pretty sure it was like 56
you know what?
to something.
You can fight me all you want on this. I still think the best Chargers quarterback was Matt Hasselbeck. Wasn't it? Was it for his rookie year, his first 2 years? Or who am I thinking? Who am I thinking of?
Drew Brees?
No, Drew Brees got traded his second year, or his first year. He was only there for.
He's 50. Did you know he was 50?
Who, Matt Hasselbeck?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
He started with the Green Bay Packers, then played with the Seahawks, then the Titans, and then the Colts.
Who am I thinking of then?
I have no idea.
Early 2000s.
It's been Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers. There you go. Okay, Phillip
And he
Rivers.
played forever.
Yeah, he played forever.
You know,
Best quarterback to never win or never go to a Super Bowl.
he has like 15 kids.
Raincoat, buddy.
There was a stat a long time ago. It was when he played for the Colts and they were playing the Bengals. It was like Joe Burrow's first season, and it had second season, and it was like showed his stats for the year, and this says children, It said 0 for Burrows, and it was like 9 for Phillip Rivers.
He's breeding his own football team, man. So, anything else you want to talk about this week? I think we pretty much covered all of it. Here's an article right here that,
Here it is.
wow. That's nuts.
He has 10 kids now.
So, Brian Kelly is fired for failure to live up to LSU's high hopes. Kelly is owed just more than $54 million, which is still not the $74 million is owed to fucking James Franklin.
What is this season?
I don't know. We started and everything was good, and then 9 head coaches are gone. It's the year of the head coach, man.
What a wacky season.
Yeah. Direct quote from Brian Kelly. He is grateful for the ongoing consolations and support of the LSU Board of Supervisors, the interim president Matt Lee, in his decision. Frank Wilson, LSU's associate head coach and running back coach, will take over the team as the interim head coach. The Tigers will be playing number 4 Alabama on November 8th, so it looks like they're off this week.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck is that?
It says Brian Kelly, 64 years old, compiled a 34-14 record over 4 seasons at LSU. Just under 71% of his games were wins. Tigers have lost their last 4 games, all in the SEC, and Saturday's loss to the Aggies was one in which the road team scored 35 straight points to open the second half.
I think it was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
Overall record, not terrible.
Still leaves a little bit of wanting. I guess it's hard to follow Ed Orgeron.
Words I've never thought I'd hear.
I know. Winning a national championship at LSU has never been easier because Ed Orgeron did it. Brian Kelly, hold my beer.
Hold my beer up. I spilled it. Well, I think that is going to end it for this week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for another episode of Exiting the Huddle. We will be back next week for more scores
And shenanigans.
and shenanigans. And thank you guys again so much for watching. If you haven't, please consider subscribing. Like the video. It helps us out, I think, somehow. I don't know how the YouTube algorithm really works. Supposedly it's supposed to help push it out to the front page. And if you like this and you want other people to see it, share it. So that way other people can see this.
You know, we're just 2 guys who like to talk about college football. We don't do this for the money. We both got pretty good jobs. We just do this because we like talking about college football and like to drink beer.
Yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching again. We will catch you next week. Everybody have a fantastic rest of your night. Ready? Break. We did it.